Welcome to Women of Inspiration. The aim of the show is to create a culture where as women we celebrate each other, where we look at things that, hey, what can we learn from this woman? How has she arrived where she is now? Because of as women, we are programmed to see each other as competition. So the aim of the show is to reprogram our mind in understanding that we are sisterhood. So to be part of this community where we share inspirational things about other women, subscribe, like, comment, and share, and tell me what you think, and tell me the other woman you would like me to talk about, and how this woman is inspiring you in your life, or how you've been previously inspired by her. And thank you for tuning in and listening. Today we are talking about Priyanka Chopra Jones. So lessons that I gathered while reading a book. Fantastic book, by the way. I haven't finished it, but I'm halfway through it. I was like, I have to talk about this because her journey, it's amazing. It's amazing. And tears, joys, and everything. But before, I would like to say I love how her parents were committed to her career. I think we all need parents like that, like hers. We also have fantastic parents, by the way. So I love how her parents were there for her, how they groomed her, and I love how when she speaks about the culture of the Indian family, how they take care of each other, because when she was in the States, how her aunt was overprotective of her. When she was this size, she always had her family by her side. It's one of the things that groomed her, that helped her, and how her parents were always able to make sacrifices for her career, even after winning, even though they did not understand the entertainment industry, but they made it their mission to support their daughter. They did not have to understand it to support her, so that is a great thing. So these are one of the things that I highlighted. I put my notes. She says, my difference is my strength. I didn't want any what ifs in my life. So when she talks about my difference is my strength, she also talks about how she was bullied, in the States, and she had to go back to India because of the bullying. I love her strength in that it's okay to start over again, because her father told her that, look at this as an opportunity to reinvent yourself. Whenever you are faced with a decision to start over again, don't see it as a heartache or something that is stumbling block. It's just something that's helping you now to start over again. I was like, wow, that is so wise. I can use that. I think even each and every day is a day to reinvent ourselves. We do not have to hang on to who we were. We can become better, and it's okay. Yes, people may label us by who we used to be, but it's okay for us to give ourselves another chance, saying, I can be different. I can do this again and again, I do not have to have it all figured out, So it's an amazing journey. So she says, this is my face. This is my body. I might be flawed, but I am me. I was like, wow, that gave me goosebumps. She talked about a surgery that did not go well, and how that was so devastating for her, because when she looked in the mirror, she couldn't recognize herself, but at the end of the day, she was able to utter those words. I think that resonates with us women, because, every time we look in the mirror, our minds are already programmed for this. We do not look for what is wrong, like for what is right. Our mind instantly goes like, ooh, this is what is wrong. But she was able to say, this is me. I am flawed, but this is me. That's what we deserve to say to ourselves, that I am flawed. But this is me. This is the whole package. Yeah. So another thing that she says, the actions of a few do not always reflect the behavior of the whole. Wow. So she was uttering these words during her transition in the entertainment, in making movies, So she was talking about how producers were, but now she gathered that the behavior of a few doesn't reflect the whole package. That's why I always tell those around me that I hate stereotypes, because of it is true. Just because of one person did you this is not the behavior of the whole. I think that's one of the things that cause division in our society, because of we tend to say when a few people do this, then we say the whole group is like that, and that's not the case. And that might hinder us, because of when she received that like treatment from other producers, she did not allow that to say, oh, okay, this is how the Indian industry is, let me stop this. No, she gathered that, saying, no, just because of one person like this, not the whole group is like that, let me continue pushing for it. So it's a lesson for us to not reflect one person's behavior to the whole group. Yeah, another say, she's saying, we can't choose the family we were born into, but we can choose our actions. So like, oh, interesting, because I think the blame game is something that I'm also working through, because I find myself sometimes when I see something maybe wrong in myself, I'm like, if I wasn't raised in this particular way, I wouldn't have been thinking this. It's easier, because of it makes you feel like, no, it's not my fault. It's because of, but this made me reflect that I can still choose to have different choices, different actions. I am not bound by where I come from, who raised me, how I grew up. I can have different choices. I think it wants courage. Yeah. Another one, she said, taking the road less traveled would help me stand out, because as I was seeing again and again, bit different was my superpower. Oh wow, I loved this because of she talks about how she dared to do things differently, starting from where she comes from. She comes from a family that's medical family, but she took the different route, and now she's saying being different is my superpower, because as humans we are conditioned for human other human beings. We are social beings. We are conditioned for that, and being different, it's very scary, because of that means that now you are moving away from the pack. You are being different from the pack, and that may risk your belonging, and belonging is one of the important things to us as humans. But now she talks about how she dared to be different, and that made her who she is today. Yeah. And another one that I like, she says, there are no small parts, only small actors. Saying, okay, she was talking about how she took on small parts, but now she started reframing her mind and understanding there are no small parts. So that made me realize that in life there are no small things, because whatever you do, it's significant. Just because of a few people may recognize it, that does not mean that it's a small action or it's a small part. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Have you read Priyanka Chopra's book, Unfinished, the Memoir? If you've read it, tell me what you've gathered and how you are loving the book, how it's helping you. And let's thank Priyanka for this. It takes courage to share your journey. It takes courage to be naked, because when you share your journey, it's like being naked, and in her nakedness, she has helped us also to be naked in our journey. Because of what I love about memoirs, it reminds you that you're not alone. We are not alone. The hardships that we face, and someone else has faced them and they've conquered them. That gives us hope that if they can conquer them, I can also conquer them. Subscribe, share, comment, and like. And thank you for tuning in. Until next time. Cha cha cha.